Welcome to Gaha Let's Show! Finally we have one more part of it, and this time we will show you Havenstadt. So it's some harbour city and you have to enter it through a big hole in the mountain. And yes, first you have to pass some wall and maybe we just walk to it. Hi Emma. And yeah. That's the first view of the city, and maybe we just visit the guards and get a closer look. Ah, here's Saxo's Gaha. Moin moin. And yeah, have the first look over the city. So in the far distance you see a ship and some houses. But yes, I won't hesitate now and walk into this city. So the style is more rustic medieval, maybe you know the houses which I have built. And you know the style here. So we didn't fill all the houses here, but yes, not all are filled. That's what I want to say. But many of them. So for example, this one, I think it was filled by Gondor, if I'm right. So here's some bed area, and here it's some storage place under the roof. And in the first and the ground floor you have some kitchen and a small sitting area to enjoy your meal. Over here is a house by Watermill. He has built here a lot too. And yeah, as you know, he is a crack in building interiors. So it's funny to see, nice to see what he's always doing with this whole stuff and how he's doing all those interior things. So for example, he builds the bed under the roof. So you have maybe we have a guest now. So we have, yes. What did I want to say? Something with the bed and under the roof. Maybe it could be hard at the end of the day to walk up to the roof and get to the bed. Would be very hard. Yeah, so that's the first building here by Watermill, and here's some wheat place, storage, silo thing. And some bed. But let's head over to other parts of the city. So maybe we go not in this direction, but along the sea. In the far distance are two NPCs walking around. And some sheep turning in cycles. It seems that it has fun. Whee! And here are Ushi's melons. Yes, you see Ushi's melons here. So it's a market. And at this market are a few stalls. For example, here, over there, and a lot of more places. And the 9th brigade is patrolling around and caring for security. So many of these buildings have here some gardens. On the way are some wagons to transport things and stuff. Here, for example, you can get some fresh mushrooms. And yeah. Some cool market here. On the top side here, on the first floor, you have some rooms. Some storage place. Good meeting. And at the back you can go to some secret place where they produce their tasty mushrooms. But yeah, let's walk to some other place. So if you follow here the way, you can come to more buildings and maybe you will see a more familiar one. The blacksmith. It's over here. So you remember maybe? It's one of my tutorial houses. And yes, what to say here about this part of the city. Here, Wolf's Lover helped me a lot to build this stuff. So many greetings to her. Would be nice to see you on a server soon. Yeah. So let's jump down here. Here's some barn thing. Here's some bank. So maybe we risk a closer look at it. The Bank of Underhar. So a lot of books over here. And if we walk upwards, there's some place to make some coffee, to get awakened. But as you can see, the only inhabitants here are cows, and they didn't fill all the stuff here. Very lazy cows. So this is one more building by Wolf Lover. And yep, a nice lake with some fishes. And now we come to the fire brigade made by Landu. And it's obviously that you have highly flammable blocks in front of a fire brigade. Where else? Yes, if you go inside you can see some places to store water and some strips where you can fastly go down if the alarm is ringing, and yeah, you have to go outside. Here's some leather wagon, and yeah, now we enter the harbor area. So some storage place, but not many of the stuff is filled here. And yeah, just let's see what we have here. The shipyard is connected via some path to the ongoing buildings. Maybe we'll risk a bigger look at it now. So that's the shipyard. And you can here walk over the path, and you have to build some ship, transport material, or you can even climb up here at some point in the future and walk over the log blocks here. If you have to do some, I don't know, repairing things and stuff like that. Yeah, if we leave that place here, then we come to the ships. So 4 of them are in the harbor at the moment. So here's some storage ship, trading ship. Here's the ship registration. And over that tavern, it was the first building here in this whole... or was it? Maybe this one or the shipyard, I don't know. One of them was the first building here. So here's some more ship made by... good question. Who it was? Grave? Kinan? Maybe Grave was it. So there's one more bigger ship. Then here's the registration. Some more houses, and maybe we go inside to the tavern and get a look at it. Here's some place to hang around, get a drink, and in the first floor is the bar where you can get them. And as always, in a good tavern you have some rooms to rest, to get a bed to sleep. For example, this one. Or over there are 2 more. And the atmosphere is really, really nice because of these flowers and stuff like that. And yeah, if you have a bed, you can sleep. A very, very, very relaxing night. And I have the feeling that Saxos guy is following us. So we have to run, run, run! Run! Yeah. Okay, what we have here? Many buildings of Kreml and me, and here's one more building by Tom Giesel. Here's a ship by Mikala. And what can we see here? Ah, the Red Lantern. So maybe you have already an idea what this business here is about. Here you can register to get some girl and maybe have here some fun with it, with her. Or you can go upwards and, yeah, enjoy a dance by some lady together with your friends. Or jump into this pool like Saxos guy is doing. If you want your quiet second with your lady, then these rooms are very nice to have. What else can you enjoy here? Here's some sitting area where you can discuss the newest techniques, or going to one of these rooms where you have much more atmosphere and place for not only one girl but a lot of them. Yeah. Woo! And if you are hot, you can just jump into the water. Okay, if you don't know what the business is here, maybe you ask someone other. He will tell you what's going on. What else? Here is a carpenter. I think one of these houses was already a tutorial house. And yeah, so maybe you know it already and have even built it. Here we come to a tower to safely guard the ships into the harbor so they don't crash into some rocks and sink. Here is a shipyard museum made by Clayman and me. So let's go inside. The inside was made by him, so yeah, what we can see here is a cannon from the first Gundahar War in 278 after, I don't know. So here's the box of Jack Sparrow, where he is buried, obviously. And here's some, I don't know what anchor is in English, but you know it. And it's from the MS Acklinger. So, one more time, I didn't fill here, so yeah. So if we go upwards, there are some requisites and some stuff we don't need anymore, and it's stored in this place here. So let's see. That was the museum, and if we head forward, you see the town hall. Maybe you have built this one or have seen it. And maybe you wondered what is inside. So we get a look at it. So here's the registration, and over here some rooms for the employees to talk to the people which are coming. Maybe to get some papers for, I don't know, some building permissions. Here, bigger office. Many storage place for papers and such stuff. Yeah. Over there's one more building, and if you want to to talk to other people. Then here's some place. And if you want, you can look outside and see a wonderful red bush. Woo! Yeah. Fine. So, that's the town hall. And here's the end of the walkway. Oh, and in the far distance you can see another city, Gildenfeld. But yeah, that's not topic of today. Will be at some later time point. Now we can walk upwards and see some temple-like design, but I think we won't enter it now. But first we go to the lift and get lifted. So in theory you would get lifted if it would working, but yeah, you know, the static Minecraft thing. And if you would lift it, you can walk this path here and find some Watermill. So one more building made by Clem and me in the build together. Yeah. Maybe you've seen it, maybe not. What? Ah, I did double jump. But now we jump just down to the temple and enter via the back entrance. Go upwards. Thanks. The temple. So, normally you would enter by this entrance, but yes. So, you have a few places to discuss and meditate. And if you go up to the first floor, you can find some bookshelf. What? He's burning. And if you go to the next floor, you can find some garden thing with a nice spring, and yeah, here you can enjoy the landscape. Okay, let's go downward. Whee! So here are a few more buildings by Kneme. That's the bakery of him, for example. And some more cow, which is baking bread, obviously. And if we now follow the way here up to the town, we come to a mine. I think it was built by Wolflover, and yeah. So let's see what we can see more. Over there is the watermill thing, and some houses built into the rocks here. Here you can walk along the way, get a look over the harbor city. So in the far distance you see the tower. Here's the temple. Yeah, and here's some Ching. Yeah, what else? Here's some tavern, so maybe we'll risk a look. So a few tables around. A nice chimney. And yeah, a lot to see. There's one more building, but I don't think that it was filled, so we just jump now down to come to another road. So maybe we now enter the castle of Havenstadt. So here are a few soldiers, so here you can train, like not shooting on cows but on the targets. And the soldiers have their places to store their stuff on the first floor, and the second one they can sleep somewhere, for example here, right? And here you can walk around the wall But maybe we give one floor up. What? And maybe here is the captain sleeping. What's that? Okay, or maybe two captains. Here's one more room. But now we want to walk over the wall, so we just run around here, across the section here, and climb up here. And now we get a really great look over what we have seen so far. So first of all, this is the castle-like thing. If we walk over here, you can see a lot of the Havenstadt. So over here is the shipyard area, and somewhere here should be the market. Then, yeah, ships and the tower. What else to see? The tower here for the ships, then some museum over there. Okay, maybe we'll just risk a blick by flying through the town. So that's the castle, and here we have many buildings at the hill. The temple over here, town hall, it's a bakery, some shop. And that's a lot of buildings. So this tower was made by Clement and me. We are the builds together. Maybe you have seen it. Some more buildings, the tavern. And I don't know, maybe this building or this one was the first one, but I think the tavern was the first building on the RP map. Since then a lot was built. And yes, here you can see the marketplace with the bank and some shops and stuff like that. Okay, I hoped you liked this Let's Show, and if so, then as always, leave comments and leave more comments if you liked it. And also leave likes if you liked it. Would be really cool, and we would enjoy every of them. Yeah, not much more to say. Then enjoy if you come to visit this city. Until then, see you in the next episode of anything. Ciao!